Hi, and welcome to another economic commentary. I'm Stuart Bergman. The post-COVID-19 era has accelerated several structural shifts, and the impacts are playing out in real time. While not as visible as empty grocery store shelves or car dealer lots, the historic tightness and upending of labor markets is likely to have a more enduring impact. Our research team recently investigated North American labor markets and have highlighted potential impacts on the future of Canadian competitiveness. As we emerged from the lockdowns, the United States and Canada have both experienced a strong rebound in labor demand and a much weaker rebound in the supply of labor. The surge in demand, measured by the number of jobs filled and vacant, was mainly driven by the release of pent-up consumer spending and the accumulation of excess savings during the pandemic. In areas most impacted by the lockdowns, like food services, entertainment, hospitality, and other consumer-facing sectors, the sudden increase in labor demand was particularly severe. But while record profits have kept employers hiring for now, increased costs, softening demand, and tighter credit conditions will inevitably squeeze margins and cause firms to cut back over the next year or so. While broader macroeconomic weakening will ease demand for service sector labor, reshoring trends, further spurred on by the implementation of the U.S. Inflation Reduction Act and similar policies here in Canada, will continue to support demand for industrial and manufacturing workers. The wave of government industrial policy discussed in our April 13th commentary has increased levels of foreign direct investment as companies look to benefit from local subsidies. So far, however, this demand has been met with a weak supply-side response. The fundamental driver here is the drip of an aging population, a structural reality that we've known about for some time. So, much of our labor force shrinkage comes from very predictable demographic effects. Unfortunately, COVID-19 has only made things worse. The impact of early retirements, an almost equal share of unanticipated deaths, and a sharp drop in migration will have permanent impacts. These demographic dynamics will be difficult to reverse in the short term. The result is almost no excess labor available in Canada and a massive labor deficit in the United States. In fact, unemployment rates for Canada, the US, and even Mexico are at record lows, with the latter experiencing its lowest unemployment rate since 2005. The unemployment rate in the US, it's back to its pre-pandemic record low, while Canada is experiencing the lowest rates of unemployment since 1974. Exacerbating these conditions is the difficulty in pairing available skills to job openings. Canadian companies are consistently highlighting to us that a lack of right-skilled labor is a critical concern. Due to these market frictions, job vacancy rates are now roughly 50% higher than pre-pandemic levels for both Canada and the United States. Now, the longer this situation persists, the greater the risk that Canada will miss out on critical reshoring investments as projects struggle to find workers. If corporations continue to overlook Canada for a lack of available skilled labor in favor of our peers, this is going to impact future competitiveness. Labor market tightness is also impacting the fight against inflation. Throughout the 2010s, an abundance of labor supply paired with the unabated globalization of supply chains helped maintain control on inflationary pressures. However, as access to available labor grows increasingly scarce and globalization adapts to current geopolitical tensions, our economies are dealing with inflationary tensions not experienced in decades. The bottom line? The challenges posed by increasing tightness in labor markets are great, but Canada isn't alone in dealing with these labor deficiencies. In addition to immigration, greater investment in mechanization, digitization, and automation can help enhance labor productivity and grow Canadian competitiveness. And the time to act is now if we hope to capture the vast FDI flowing into North America. This week, a very special thank you to William Thomas, Research Assistant in EDC's Research and Analysis Department. As always at EDC Economics, we value your feedback. If you've got ideas for topics you'd like us to explore, please email us, and we'll do our very best to consider them in future editions of the commentary. Until next time, thanks for tuning in.